Yo, what up? What up? Good morning, GMG. 2 Wednesday. I'm leaning towards Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah. January 8th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I go back co-host to the house, Tyler, Mando. Good morning. How you guys doing today?
Fantastic. How are you?
Doing great. Busy AF. Like, so busy. Honestly, guys, like it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's fun. But doing fantastic. Busy is good. Tyler, how you doing this morning?
I'm good. It's been a busy AM today. Some big action on the board already. And hey, it looks like maybe we're starting to reverse.
Yep.
A little bit here, grinding up. So
it's a scam dump where none of us could understand where it comes from. Like I woke up this morning to reading the FOMO HOUR chat. It was you guys talking, Sims, but like everybody was trying to like dig into like where this dump is coming from, and no one could come up with like the right explanation. That's how you know it's like this dump comes out of nowhere. It's like, what's going on? Usually there's always someone that's got some piece of data, you know. it's like oh shit, what's going on? Wait. Anyways, yesterday I was like, okay, wait, they're cutting the internet in Taiwan. Oh, no good. But wait, at the same time, there's like fires in LA. No, that can't be it. But wait, at the same time, there's fucking Trump talking like all this crazy stuff about Gulf America and taking over Canada. Wait, can we just talk about how Donald Trump is the greatest KOL the United States has ever had, Tyler?
we had to stop what we were doing on Underexposed and just read the Bloomberg was live tweeting all of the good quotes from Trump's presser yesterday at Mar-a-Lago. And it was one of the wildest stretches of 20 to 45 minutes that I can recall. He's talking about, taking over Greenland and not ruling out military force. Panama Canal, he's going to drill in Alaska refuge areas. He's going to take over like the Gulf of America thing. It was, and it all started with like serious stuff like, oh, he wants interest rates are too high and inflation's too high, and he wants to deal with that. And then it went to a little bit more imperialism.
Listen, can't blame a country's leader for caring about its country first. You know what I mean? Like that's my read on this. I was talking to the boys this morning, to like Mando and some of the boys, like, since when have leaders of countries become such weak people? And I think that's why they don't like. It's like someone's coming in and is like putting his dick on the table and be like, yo, this is what I'm gonna do. Fuck you guys. Because I was watching a video of
invade another country.
Well, no, but it's not just that. But you know what, he's playing the game, right? You know what he's doing, right?
If this was any other leader of another country, like imagine that was Putin.
America. Americans do whatever they want. This is the most powerful
stuff.
This is the most powerful country on the planet that was becoming a laughing stock, such as mine. We're top 10 by market cap, so it's not. I thought Canada was way lower. We're top 10 coin on the global GDP. Okay, put some respect on my country. But see, this is how a leader is supposed to speak. See, if I was Prime Minister of Canada, I'd be saying some wild shit like that.
Yeah, say we're going to invade Russia.
Shoot from the hip, not Russia, but you can do it on Greenland. What's Greenland going to do? What's Greenland going to do to USA? Poke them?
I think it works because everyone knows that like it's Trump, and he just exaggerates everything. Although there is
it's not.
The reality is there's like 25% like true. So like. Yes, like he clearly wants exposure to Canada and Greenland. I think that it's the shipping routes is that I was digging into the importance of those.
Well, Greenland is a very important place because of shipping routes and the route to Antarctica or some shit, or the Arctic or whatever it is. I forget. But listen, this is what you got to do, man, though, to restore some fucking respect on your name. Like sometimes you got to say some wild shit. You know what I mean? Remind people who's boss. Like, America was like being laughed at, Sleepy Joe, there's no country, there's no fucking thing. Look at that. Like, now it's like, oh shit, this guy's like talking about fucking us up, Like Canada has some of the biggest natural resources on the planet. It's being disrespected, but we got more oil than the Saudis, but we don't own no soccer teams. Fuck. Anyways.
You're right.
It's being called the Etihad Stadium. I'm gonna turn that shit to Tim Hortons Stadium if I'm Prime Minister of Canada.
So you want to be part of the States?
You know what I would do though? No, but I think like a proper merge. You know, I know a thing or two about merges now that we've merged with Decrypt. So you know, I mean, it's business. It's let's be honest. Running a country needs to be treated more like running a business. There's a GDP. There's people. There is an economy. Like honestly, dead ass though. Let's be for a second. Like all real stuff, but don't you guys think that countries being ran more like businesses and by business people that actually have a track line of success is better than just some dude talking about like peace and love and like what they tend to do and do nothing?
Probably depends on your like philosophical mindset of big government versus small government, right?
Yeah.
I don't know that's necessarily how it was established. I think that's kind of where we've gone. There's different camps. I mean, I'm more in favor of running it like a good business than some of the alternatives. Also,
I like what Bukele's doing. Bro came in, peaceful dictator, put all the drug dealers in jail, all the gangs, wiped out his country, you know, cleaned its slate, and now people want to go to El Salvador again. You know, I'm just saying. I may or may not be talking about my political ambitions on here as I prepare for, you know, I am 2% on Polymarket. There's a 1.6% chance that I become next prime of Canada. So I need to like play that's my favorite. Anyways, you know, it's a joke until it's not.
I'm gonna have to brush up on my global politics just to keep up with the show.
Oh my god. Anyways, that was just I'm laughing because I was talking about it this morning. I was looking at this clip of like this incredible woman in the UK that like put the PM up back in his spot by making a really good, well-worded speech. Actually, I found it on Elon's thing. And I was like, since when do we have weak people in place like that? Anyways, what are we talking about? This is a crypto show, right? Oh, okay. So Farokh leaving the country. No, I'm leaving so I can plan my coup from Portugal. Do you understand? I'm gonna be eating barnacles, fucking planning my next move from Portugal because it's not too far from Canada. Then I'm gonna come back. Dang, that's how it works. Anyways, Mando's helping. Mando may be the next finance minister of Canada. I'm taking you with me. Oh yeah, we're gonna CTO Canada, dude. We're gonna CTO Canada, and you're gonna help with all that stuff. You know what I mean? Tyler's gonna be on the Canada like Twitter account, and he's gonna tweet every day like the craziest things that happen in Canada this week, like daily roundup, like Tyler's top 100, but like within Canada. So we highlight what's happening in Canada. You know what I mean? Like, yo, Ethereum was born in Canada. Like people don't realize. But like his family migrated to Toronto, and in Toronto, Joe Lubin and all this crew. That's where Ethereum comes from. You're welcome. Next thing you know, Satoshi's probably from Montreal. Anyways. Today on the show, daily market report, top 100. Let's talk about this market. Let's talk about the top 100. I know Tyler's got a lot to talk about. All sorts of crazy fucking coins going up this morning. And then we have the Robit loot box spin. And then last but not least, this show is powered by Galaxis. Galaxis is a Web3 platform empowering creators and brands to build unstoppable communities with full ownership and independence, trusted by icons like Donald Trump, Steve Aoki, Mike Tyson, and the NBA, shaping together the future of engagement and Fairside Network. Every day we see people's wallets get drained. Fairside is about to launch the fair alternative to insurance for crypto scams. Check out Fairside Network on X. If you get drained, you won't get wrecked. Mando!
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM everyone. So yeah, we kind of continued the dump from yesterday. Pretty weak start. We've kind of bounced as stocks have opened, but definitely not out the woods here. Bitcoin, where is it right now? Just went under 95K again. So we're heading back towards the local lows here for Bitcoin.
It is really over.
Yeah. Solana back to 197. That hit a low of like 193, I think, last night. ETH touched 3,300. So big liquidation. I think 700 or 800 million of liquidations yesterday. So yeah, hyper liquidated. I saw that on the timeline quite a lot.
Oh god, too soon.
That is not nice.
That's not nice. So and I don't really know what's going on. This is something like macro wise. It was weak yesterday. There were a few different things pointed to, as Farokh said, but nothing that was enough. Let's say the more obvious stuff was that we had some better than expected economic data come out of the US yesterday. and that was met with higher bond yields, and that then caused stocks to go lower. That could be one argument. So other arguments that there's been a virus spreading through northern China, although it's a virus that's been around for multiple decades now. It's not like COVID where
Aren't viruses bullish?
I mean, who knows? But like the thing is, people are looking at like, well, what the hell just happened here to crypto? Then there was a bird flu virus death in the US. People pointed to. So bird flu virus deaths happen all the time. Albeit this is one of the first ones of this current.
Yeah, Loxy's out, dude. My CEO's been missing for 24 hours. He's got he's got norovirus, which is he's been like on the yeah, it's bad. Like he's on the floor.
Yeah, norovirus is very different.
Okay.
But
I thought I was like, shit, there's something going on.
no, that's the virus that makes you throw up a load.
Okay. I didn't know. It was like, oh, wow, norovirus sounds crazy. It sounds like an AI agent.
Then you had, what else did you had? You had the wildfires people were stressing out about, but I don't think that's anything really.
That has nothing to do with market, but that is pretty crazy though.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then the Trump speech, which was pretty unhinged, I would say, talking about invading Greenland, invading Panama, and trying to make Canada part of the States. I thought that was pretty authoritarian, I would say, as a speech coming in. I didn't see that coming, really. Like I know he says a lot of stuff, but I did not think saying we're going to take Greenland by military force would be one of the first things he came in and did. But maybe you saw France come back today, and basically all of Europe say you can't do that. But who knows, man? Who knows? So all of those things was the things that people were pointing to. Not one of them would I say is enough for what we saw. That was one of the biggest dumps we've seen in months, actually, for crypto, at least, like from a point of strength to a point of weakness. There were a lot of liquidation levels around I think 3,300 on Sol, on ETH, 195 on Sol, and I don't know if Bitcoin really hit like the liquidation wicks, but maybe it was just a clear out of levered positions. We saw an inflow yesterday into the Bitcoin ETF. Again, we've seen pretty decent inflows. Largely, there were some more headlines like MicroStrategy's raising another $2 billion to buy Bitcoin.
Let's go.
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
Where's this dump coming from? Like, is it like I saw like China cutting like some internet wires to Taiwan? So I was like, that to me would make the most sense, because like a rise in conflicts in the East would cause like some fuckery in the markets in the West. Like, but no, it's not that. Like, so if it's not like, this is one of those moves that I don't think anyone would have caught, Mando. But then Tyler, you sent me the thing. I mean, that is my latest hopium, so I'm going to share it. That's the best piece of hopium on the timeline right now. I'm curious your thoughts on this, Mando. That it was really related to the interest rates comments with Trump. And that last time he said that, he moved the dollar down significantly, which then allowed for high risk assets to run. If I'm not mistaken, right, Tyler? That's pretty much TLDR of this post.
We definitely want a weaker dollar. That's for certain. Right now we've got a strong dollar, but I don't. The dollar has been strong for a long time. One of the Fed vice chairs came out today and said he doesn't think that Trump's going to lead to tariffs, that inflation should be under control, or this sort of stuff. So I don't think the Fed have been particularly hawkish, at least over the last 24 hours. But maybe people talking about that with Trump, but that would be a bullish sign, in my opinion. Like, that wouldn't be a dump.
Right. So Farokh is bringing this up as like a longer term bull case, as I understand it. I guess maybe help us understand that, because this is a little bit maybe hard to understand on the surface. Like, why would a president want a weaker dollar? So is the idea that it would be better for United States businesses?
Yeah. So exports would be stronger. Obviously, if you have a stronger dollar, if you to import goods from outside the US, it's cheaper. So like, you can buy lots of goods for much cheaper if they're in dollars if everyone else's currencies goes down and yours goes higher. So generally, higher dollar would mean more imports, less exports, and that's a big thing for Trump, right? So he's been kind of on that for a while. It's part of like his main tax policy is around tariffs. So that's definitely going to be a focus for him, like the strength of the dollar. But at the same time, he wants tariffs, which could lead to inflation, which would mean a higher interest rates. So he kind of is the cause of this to a certain extent too.
Yeah.
Like he can't be like, I want a weaker dollar, but I'm going to bring in a bunch of tariffs.
Yeah.
Some conflicting positions, but it's also interesting in lines of the Bitcoin reserve, right? I think some of the criticisms are that, like, why would the U.S. government want to adopt Bitcoin? It would weaken the dollar. And like here we have Trump saying that he's okay with a weaker dollar, right? So perhaps that argument isn't as strong as one of the negatives. And of course, there are more factors at play in the strategic Bitcoin reserve than just that. But that feels like it's one of the key arguments, right?
I think that would be more like a dollar replacement is what we're talking about. He just wants rates low. He's talking about what he really means with a weaker dollar is he wants rates to come down a lot. That's what I think he wants. I don't think he wants the dollar to be replaced by Bitcoin.
Sure.
Well, that would be nice, but this thing is not happening. All right. Well, looks like we still don't have an answer. Maybe we can ask Grok. Have anyone tried that?
I mean, there is a.
Why is crypto
off
crashing?
for sure? Look, there's something to be said that if you the Taiwan thing may be something like maybe we don't know about that yet, but if Trump's talking about invading Greenland, China could easily just go say, hey, we're going to invade Taiwan, right? You can't really say both at the same time. Like, hey, we're going to take over Greenland and we're going to stop China from taking over Taiwan. Similarly, you could argue that Russia and Ukraine gets put into question. Like if a country can just come in and say, hey, we're going to invade countries close to us. Like Greenland is owned by Denmark, and it's been owned by Denmark since the 1800s. Like it's not like it's some like nothing claim. Like they've owned it for a long time, and there's a lot of wealth there. Like they have, although they haven't really got the companies to exploit it. There's a ton of oil, there's a ton of minerals with Greenland, and like you said, with the Arctic thawing, a lot of the people have been looking a lot at shipping lanes opening up basically across the world via the North Pole. Couldn't used to be able to do that, but that would cut a lot of shipping routes down a lot. So you could get some very valuable ports, for example. But yeah,
I think it's just, to be honest, my read, and even listening to you guys speak now, like it's just like there's this uncertainty. We're 12 days away from the inauguration. This perhaps is a dump that was people were thinking the inauguration dump. Maybe that is it, like that continuous sell-off pre-inauguration to see what happens then. Then obviously Trump comes in, makes some comments that are a little, intense, I guess. Is that the word? But and people get a little scared. Some people like to also fall for the idea of like this is a top, they're getting liquidated. Like even the best traders are getting wrecked in this market because the PA has been insane, Mando, right? Like it's like, if you're trading leverage, good luck. I don't know. This is like horrible. But it's too up and down. So I guess maybe that has something to do with it. But one thing's for sure, Farokh is back at $1.1 billion, so we're fine. I mean, my Solana bag.
All is right in the world.
All is right in the world. Farokh is up. You have these like AI 160 kilogram Z or whatever the thing, and Volatile got a new dog. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Volatile got a dog. And clearly that means that the market's going to go higher. Anyways, everybody hang tight. Don't get shaken out. Cycle is not topped because every single person is calling for cycle top. These are the rules, and this is how it works. Anyways, Tyler, let's see what you got in store for us today.
For daily NFT and crypto analysis, Tyler T on FOMO hour, cause the kid can't miss.
Yeah, as we've been talking about, crypto majors are very red this morning in a major reversal from Monday, despite bullish headlines, several bullish headlines. Let's go through those. So first, a federal judge froze the SEC's lawsuit against Coinbase, granting a pause until an appeals court could weigh in. This is with respect to the Howey test and could it be applied to crypto assets. We had the CFTC chair and crypto skeptic Rostin Benham announce his resignation effective January 20th. Not a huge surprise. Ripple adopting the Chainlink standard for its Ripple USD stablecoin. Fidelity predicting that nation states and central banks will buy Bitcoin in 2025. So Fidelity is bull posting. South Korea wants to lift its ban on institutional crypto trading as well. So a series of bullish headlines there. In token airdrop and protocol news, not a whole lot. Hyperliquid published a post addressing some of the recent feedback and criticism of its protocol and its validators, though hype did fall quite a bit on the day. I think it was down 17%. Solana L2 Sonic, after a full day of trading, $330 million market cap, 2.16 billion FTV. So pretty solid open for Sonic. In AI crypto news, there was a lot. So the overall market cap down 10%, 15.5 billion. Probably not a huge surprise. Most leaders down 10 to 20%. Top movers, Buzz, Grift, AICMP, Nura, Anon, and Spurg. This new AI meme, large language model, it's just a joke. It's a meme play, not an agent. Soared to $80 million in 6 hours of trading. It's the number one coin on Solana with respect to volume. So this one's catching some fire. We saw Alluvium announce it will utilize AI agents via Virtuals protocol for its games. Abstract shared that it's working with some of the biggest AI teams to bring products to Abstract. Ava, the Hollow World team, they announced their own launch pool along with rewards for Ava stakers. I think that's one of the first staking systems tied to a launch pad. That soared to 200 million. We saw Alchemist introduce a pump fund API. This AICMP token, their parent announced a strategic investment from Via Bitcoin Capital with the investment arm of one of the larger Bitcoin mining companies out there. And then Rex, shout out to Rex Gay. Rex AI, they reached 6th in mindshare in AI just days after their virtual agents launch. So you love to see that. In meme and NFT news, not a whole lot. Meme coin makers down 10 to 15% in line with the crypto downtrend. Not a huge surprise. Shout out to SPX. SPX was the only green meme on the board when I checked this morning. It is holding incredibly strong. MLG, perhaps the gaming SPX, soared to 150 million yesterday. That was a 400% move in a single day. It's down to 100 million now. So a bit of a reversal and correction there. ETH leaders actually holding up okay. They're down. ETH NFT leaders holding up okay, down about 1 to 2% on the day. And then we saw Gabe Layden's Limit Break introduce their new app tokens as infinitely programmable token smart contracts. So there was a bit to unpack there as well. So still a pretty busy day.
Yeah, dude. I mean, see, again, like to the point we were making earlier, like there's some pretty good headlines here, right? The South Korea one, especially, like this, like what big part of the crypto market being made there, and stuff like that. So some good headlines here. Can we start with the Rollbit code? Okay, fine. MLG code today. Rough, because we're back on Rafflebot. Just FYI, because now that everybody's back. So Rafflebot.xyz, Rollbit. Sponsors us obviously, and we do loot box spins giveaways every day except Monday. So we spend $20,000 worth of spins per week, y'all. Just so y'all know, I need to do the math on how much we've given away last year, but I think it came down to $1.3 million. Not bad. Wow. Yeah. It was about 1.3 mil, something like that. So, and we changed 2 lives with the CryptoPunk. So you absolutely love to see that. But anyways, MLG is the code. Speaking of which, can we just talk about all these new coins right now? Like this LLM shit.
Hold up.
Funny. I'm gonna pull it up because it's lighter. We already did the heavy.
Need some light news.
Yeah, it's like I don't have to disclose shit because I don't have it. I woke up, it was already at 50 mil. Nice.
There's the daily.
There's your daily, ladies and gentlemen. That is so good. That is so good. Tell me more.
I have to start a new rule. So whenever I find something big enough to tweet about, like in my morning process,
you gotta buy it.
I have to freaking buy it. And
you do that all the time.
Once again, I didn't do it. So like this thing was a 40 million, like this new meme, and I thought it was funny. I did. So I pull it up. Large language model. It's LLM is the ticker. So it's of course it's a play on LLMs. And then you see it's a fat Eliza AI 16Z photo at McDonald's. And it is objectively pretty funny.
This is Trump's America, bro. Like
It
this.
was at 40 million. When I checked it, I was like, that's too high. And now it's up double since then. But the volume is the crazy thing. So this thing's done $110 million since 3 a.m. So it hasn't even been out more than 6-7 hours. And it's already leading volume. I think I saw 16,000 holders on this thing already. So I don't know. Like I don't think this is just going to be a one-day wonder. I'm actually thinking about after the show, do I need to open a position or at least look for a dip on this? I don't know. I need to spend some more time thinking about it. But this market, as weird as it's been, and a lot of the established players have been dipping, like it's been good for new runners. So LLM had this crazy run. MLG, like we just mentioned, had an insane run yesterday. I mean, that's one of the larger meme runs that we've seen. I think, UFD came out like that, had a wild one a couple
What's
weeks
that
back.
at?
It's rebounding pretty well. It's probably where it's there, like everything is. But yeah, if you zoom out a little bit, go to the daily on this one.
Yeah,
so it came out, ran to 250 million in just a handful of days, went to 60, back up, and now went all the way back to 160. Maybe it looks like a cup and handle if you're a charter. Gordon Goner keeps bull posting this one. People like Ron. It seems like he's going to continue showing up and running this thing. It's got a little bit more of like, it does have single person, like key man risk, I would say, because it's so tied to this guy who's running it. But it feels like it's got a pretty strong group of people.
Yeah, it's not bad. How are AI coins holding up today on a day like today? Because Solana under 200 obviously is enough to like scare some people, right? But looks like the coins are holding up pretty well.
They're okay. Like it lost 200 million in market cap.
What? That's nothing.
I mean, a lot of coins are down a lot, dude. Right?
It's like most of the coins are red. Yeah, like they're down.
AI is only down $2 billion.
AI 16Z was at what 3 billion? Now is at 2. AI XBT was at nearly 700. Now it's at 420. ARK's down. 20%.
I know ARK is down. I didn't realize that. Fuck.
All these AI coins are getting butchered, dude.
Butchered.
Yeah. I mean, Bitcoin is touching the lows of the session as we speak. Feels. Doesn't look good out there, and I still don't know what's going on.
You know what? Watch there either be finally news come in or just it being nothing burger. It's one or the other.
China invade Taiwan. Can you just do it in a few months? Let's just chill. Just chill today. Let's have a nice start.
Like, can you guys just not invade Taiwan yet? You know?
I mean, this is the first time I've heard you mentioned it, and it kind of makes sense that could cause.
I mean, no, yesterday they cut some internet lines there. I went like Zach XBT fucking off-chain news sleuth here on this shit. I was like, why are we dumping? Can't get it. I gotta deliver news tomorrow morning.
Stocks would be impacted more if that was really.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't crypto. You short fucking everything.
Yeah. Nasdaq's up 1% today.
The Nasdaq's up 1%.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing.
Sorry, that's just me asking China to invade Taiwan right now. I just googled it.
This is the reach of future prime ministers. They can pick the phone.
I think
this is how we deal with things. We get shit done. You know. Can we trust the Canadian news though? No, you can't. That's why I went on sleuth on X. I just go to X. I'm like, yo, like what's going on in China and shit. It's always like that, right? Like usually like the order books speak first and then it's the news comes second.
Yeah, but it's everything that normally speaks. If the Nasdaq's up 1%, the Nasdaq was not having a good day yesterday. But if the Nasdaq's up and crypto's dumping, well, I don't really know what's going on.
I'm telling you, weak hands.
This feels just like a liquidation.
Crypto is just weak hands, dude. You have, bro, Ansem's here calling 75% chance of top for the cycle. You guys really think it's top?
This guy for real?
I'm dead serious. Like him and a bunch of people, and this is no shade at them. Like they're smart guys. They've done very well for themselves for a reason. But I'm just saying, like, if every single person with 500,000 followers is calling top, then it's not top. Like this is just the rules of the game. You know? Again, Rookie, I fucking love this guy. We really got to get him on the show. Said it best. Literally, again. And he said, word for word, usually don't have everyone calling top at the top. Discuss.
I
Tend
don't
to
think,
agree.
I don't think there's enough here to say that we've got a top. Like,
Because Enas, you know, OX Enas, by the way, he's the one who sent Fartcoin, by the way, Tyler. The bounce. On
Didn't he still out of it?
I don't know, but today he said, well, I guess now is the time to test the theory if truly hot air rises. And 5 seconds later, we jumped 120 mil.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then I saw Drago retweet him saying when one whale's exit is an entry for the pigeon. So I don't know if he was referring to Eugene or someone else, but it looks like some whale exited. That's what wicked us down to 90 cents. But
so here it is, right? Like this is either the beginning of the bear market and 102K was your RHS, or a lot of people are unnecessarily capitulating their spot here. Depends on your perspective. It's an opportunity or a warning. So a lot of posts like this morning.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I find it hard to believe that the price action of today and this week is going to decide if this whole cycle tops.
We just like forgetting our thesis, and Donald Trump is going to be president of America in 12 days. Like, and with
Also, wasn't everything lower over Christmas break? Like everything's still green on the week.
yeah, I just think that feels very, very. I think the issue is that a bunch of people who are
here's the
levered,
week.
this has been a terrible trading environment, like you said, for levered traders, right? That whole universe of traders, I don't think has had a good 18 months.
Yeah.
Right. Because you had the chop, then you had the brief rally, then a chop, and then you've had this brief rally.
This up here killed people a lot too here, Mando. This one.
Yeah, that one was horrific, right?
Yeah. That was a summer chop, right? I even lost a ton of money in that chop.
So I think, and that's really not good for levered traders. And the other thing is like, I just don't think that's where people are making money either. They're not. I don't think many people are making money on levered accounts. I really don't. Like when you hear about the big wins, it's not some guy who's 400 million long ETH. It's the guy who caught one of these coins early and did really well from it.
What if we chopped again for 252 days?
It could so easily happen.
Like this here.
Happen in my
Second
opinion.
period. So boom, copy paste it here. I don't know. Anyways, so what is this Rect AI saying now? Why is he tagging me and Tyler?
It tweets a lot. It really does.
Safe mate. Farokh and Tyler are G's. No need to shame them.
Who shamed us?
Okay, Farokh and Tyler days. I would shame them, but they're G's and support Rect. Oh,
thanks for the stand up for us here, Rect guy.
Saying your name should be pronounced Reggae. It is Reggae. That's how you spell it. It literally is how you say the name. Anyways, all right. Let's get back to Tyler's top
sure
100. What else, Tyler? Tell us. What else?
Also, a quick rundown. I mean, I went through the news, but there's some decent ones to unpack. So, Alluvium, and I think people have kind of called them like perhaps they're returning after I think the token's down quite a bit. But this utilizing AI agents as the NPCs, non-playable characters in their games to make them like smarter and to have a more fun gaming experience, like that is an interesting concept. I don't know that they're the first ones to say that, but I think they're certainly the first ones to say they're going to integrate with virtuals to make that happen. I'm a little bit unclear on like exactly what this means. Like someone said, does that mean they're going to be launching tokens via virtuals? My immediate response was no, because like, why would you launch a token like tied to the NPCs in your game? Like maybe for your main characters, but not like it wouldn't make sense for the NPCs. So perhaps they're just using the tech, which I believe you can still launch your own agents and train them and build them and whatnot and launch them without a token. I know you can do that on like Dasha and some of the other ones. I don't know for sure if you can do that on virtuals or not. So I think that's going to be something interesting to watch. Of course, if they're going to launch a flood of tokenized agents, it's going to get diluted pretty quick and maybe it's less interesting. But if you are a virtuals holder, I think you love to see headlines.
Yes.
Like this. And
I think it's going to be super popular for people with IP, not just in gaming, but in other things, that they would release a agentic version of their characters.
Well, that's technically what Ovi did, right?
Yeah, yeah. But like you could do this with a bunch. Like this could be big brand with IP in Web 2 is like, hey, how can I interact with Web3?
Yeah.
They're going to come in and they might do one of these agents, I reckon.
And there's, I mean, there's competition. Like that's what Bully and the Dolian protocol is doing, right? That they want to help businesses launch reply guy AI agents to help cut off their social media staff, right? The risk here is like they have to be good. It's like a lot of people are going to hate these agents.
Yeah.
Like, it's like they're just terrible reply guys and they spew nonsense all the time and like we're all muting them. So like that's what you don't want is like your game full of these very annoying NPCs that are just saying like total garbage, right?
Next thing you know, the NPC like again he hallucinates and says the N-word on your company account. Fuck. NFT. But it's it's so crazy, right? But I agree, dude. This is gonna take a lot of like those jobs, right? Social media manager, running this, running that, like the NPCs in the accounts. You know what? You can play Fortnite, like you're playing against a bunch of bots sometimes to fill up the servers. So yeah, Mando, Farokh, and Tyler. Yeah, maybe, dude. Yeah, I mean, listen, maybe when I'm in Asia and I can't host, maybe send an AI Farokh host a show,
It takes jobs sure, but it also like superpowers, like the one person shops who are like they're running the shop. They don't have time to reply to everybody. Like there's other use cases for that. So we'll see who wins that race. I think that's a real. There's a huge market for that, and maybe it's not even a crypto company that wins. Maybe it's more of a Web2 company. But whoever unlocks, the AI agent social media play for these e-commerce, like that's going to be huge. And I'm sure we're going to have some players in crypto who do it. I also like that. So Saigar in the abstract news. So like abstract is coming, and I'm starting to see more chatter on it. I feel like we haven't talked about it a ton on the show. Perhaps because it's just not here yet. He tweeted yesterday about how they're excited to bring. There it is. Yeah, I'm working with the biggest crypto AI teams to bring several new AI agent projects initiatives over to abstract. So I think there's an immediate question on, does that mean that just like existing ones that are already tokenized are going to come over and also play in abstract? Or does that mean there is going to be an AI trading ecosystem native to abstract? And if it's the latter, I think that's going to be super interesting. It's going to be interesting regardless, but it's even more interesting if there's going to be a tradable AI ecosystem on abstract. Like certainly that's going to be an area where I want to focus. We've already seen like the NFT whitelist and whatnot start to sprout up. We saw that with Blast too. Like no offense, like that's not something I'm like super excited about. Is like new.
I have no idea what's happening with Blast. I have not read a single tweet from these people in the wild. And I'm not trying to knock. Like, do you guys know what's happening over there?
I think Pac-Man spoke up like a few weeks back, basically said they're heads down building. They're ramping up to I believe deploy or like show off their updated mobile version of Blast. I think as they move towards the full stack. But it's hard to argue that they've lost pretty serious momentum. I can't name anything besides Fancy Top.
Yeah, same. But the abstract stuff is very exciting. We talk about this a lot internally as well, obviously, because we're launching our USDC markets on abstract for Myriad. So that's why we haven't launched like real money markets yet, because we don't want to launch them once and then launch them a second time because it's going to fuck around with people's money. But we're very excited to use like it to see how we can like use AI agents on the prediction market protocol, right? And see like how they can, you're going to be trading against them or copy trading them or doing a bunch of different things or using them to like better your predictions and everything. So I really like personally, like as someone building abstract, that they're focused on that. And didn't they bring up ELISA even? Like they're working with AI16Z and ELISA in order to like.
Yeah, they already have partnerships with ELISA and with Hollow World, the team behind Ava.
Yeah,
so I would expect to see more of those, which I think is giving more credence, right, to what they're doing. And I think Saigar is pretty well respected. And abstract, it's going to be the app chain, right? So we should expect apps. Maybe we'll have AI apps, right?
I know. I saw the staging website. I was on the staging website with my team the other day, fucking around, checking the Myriad thing on there. It's so fun. Like it's really cool. You open the abstract staging website, and you have on the left side that you guys saw these videos like with the stream and your credit card, almost like your own Apple Pay type shit. And then you have like Myriad right there. You click on it, gets to the Myriad. It's so fun. Like you're gonna be able to fund your abstract wallet, right? With their wallet. That's super cool. That's all public information, right? But the abstract wallet, and then using the abstract wallet, you're funding your Myriad account. Like you can go and trade on Myriad, like predict and stuff like that. So it's so cool. Like honestly, what they're trying to build is really big. It's a big undertaking that they're going for. Obviously, like I think it's gonna take a while to like. It's not gonna be perfect day one for sure. So don't expect. I don't want people to expect. Oh, abstract is gonna revolutionize the world day zero. But like I think they're like up to something really good. So
I got a glimpse of the UI, and I think they've shared some glimpses publicly.
yeah.
Week. It's very clean. It's very intuitive, and it's not really like anything I've seen before. I think people will be very happy with the UI when it comes out. So we can leave it there. Yeah, I mean, there's other things that we can dive into. Let's see.
Slow day.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that. I mean, the thing is, all the news that you have are good. Like CFTC chair and crypto skeptic Benham resigns. That we knew that was going to happen. Then you have the South Korean news as well. That is like this pretty good news, right? That they're going to ease up on. So breaking South Korea plans to allow institutional crypto trading by gradually issuing real name accounts to corporations, starting with nonprofits. Like it's getting there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's that. Do I even want to look at NFTs and runes and ordinals?
Oh god, runes. Runes is just a bloodbath, and it's like one of those things that we're all just. I'm saying we because I'm also a holder in this ecosystem. That we're all just kind of like praying that one day like buyers are going to show up and just buy our runes.
Did we all sell it on the last pump of pups? Did we all sell? We all sold that pump.
Mando. I am so tired of this. Like every time, man, Tyler, we gotta be better at this shit.
I mean, I'm not swing trading these positions. I always looked at them as longer term.
Yeah, that's what you said. Every time.
Longer term
You
investment.
sound like me. You sound like me. I'm the same, by the way. We're such community members, dude. We are such community members.
I mean, the thing is, I can't even exit my RSIC position. There's not enough liquidity.
I don't even know how to sell this shit.
There's RSIC did $27,000 in volume yesterday.
Dude,
Great chat.
The number one runes did 845,000. That was dogs. The number two runes was pups, and it did $72,000.
Fuck you, dude. Are you serious? Oh my god!
These real numbers.
Like, how is this shit even worth this? You know what I mean?
Right, so I need to.
Oh wow, that is wild.
All right, so 140,000. So I needed to refresh.
RSIC's done 28K of volume.
Yeah.
Bro, do you realize that we all individually do more volume than runes on a daily basis just trading? I'm not even like, right, Mando? Am I wrong?
No, you're probably right.
I did more than 28,000 yesterday. I'm sure of that.
I'm pushing more trading. I've definitely pushed more trading volume in 2025 so far than all of runes total. For sure. Like, this is crazy.
It's not great. What's even worse about these red numbers is that isn't factoring in the Bitcoin dip. So like it's down 10% in sats, and then Bitcoin is also down 3 or 4%. So it's actually all down more than that if you look at the steps. And like dog keeps going up to 900 and then like bouncing off $1 billion.
So tell me, is the stats for dog created because dog is on exchanges? So like I think dog to the moon, we have to check on CoinMarketCap for the real volume for that one.
Yeah, so this is Magic Eden volume, and I think there are other places where these are starting to be traded.
Okay, so dog's real volume is 41 million.
Oh wow. Okay, well, that's decent.
Oh yeah, it is. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
There's dogs. I didn't know if that was the other one.
No, the real dog to the moon volume is because they're doing a fuck ton of volume in Asia. They're doing no, not even on Gate 17 mil a day yesterday on Dex. Yeah, forget Dex. It's all sex.
Yeah, so Magic Eden is doing like 2% of the volume. Then
so it's all sex. Another proof that these exchange, like these runes need, like L Bank. It's doing on these though. L Bank. It's the Chinese exchanges mostly that are trading dog. They love it there, right? They love this rune there. Like, let's see Pups, because Pups does have some Solana shit. Pups real volume is 900K, so it's better than the.
So where is that being traded?
Let me tell you right now. Sorry. Well, there's the Solana coin.
That's being the one. Oh, so it's including the Solana pools. It looks like okay.
Yeah, it's including Solana pools. So it's Let's see sex. It's on Bing. No, see, it's not doing any sex volume really. Yeah, it's Solana. It's really Solana pulls.
And ordinals are pretty rough too. It's just like you see these days, and people like, and I do this too. It's like, oh wow, like no monkeys and puppets are up 10% today, and then the next day they're just down 10%.
I swear to God, I've seen Bitcoin puppets hit 0.14 Bitcoin, I think 557 times in the last year. I will keep holding them. They are good. Anyways, so I think it's a good roundup then.
Yeah.
Funny day. All right, well, we got a Robit loot box stream today. And then the last story, and while Sims you guys enter quickly this Robit loot box spin. The code is MLG raffleball.xyz. But MLG, I mean, this thing is just still ripping, right? It's at $106 million. I would have hoped that, Jesus Christ. So when I wanted to, so you see this candle here, the first green, that's when I saw it and I was like, fuck it, let me rip it. And like, surely it's gonna dip. And then here's what happened. It just endlessly went up. Oh my God. This is absolutely insane. Look at this chart. Deez was talking about MLG at Art Basel at our house.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking about it with me.
Definitely not with me either. Deez. Fucking Deez.
I don't know
Anyway,
if I would have held it through that dip, to be honest. So he gets off.
I think just like if we could give it to me,
Do you
like
think you would have held it through that? I mean, you generally are okay at holding things, but like, I mean, look at
I'm an expert at holding dips. I'm like an expert dip holder now. Like, yeah, I would have. I can say that with confidence. I'm like fully redacted.
yeah.
I've become an expert dip holder, dude. Dude, between Mog and Fartcoin, are you kidding me? Like my portfolio swings every day are sickening. Enough things to make a grown man throw up, dude. But anyways, Jonah, I see you down there. Motherfuckers were shaming him for taking his profits at $150 million MLG yesterday. Still on timeline, he cooked, and now he could buy his bag back for 50% less almost. So there you go. There you go. So lessons in there. I'm gonna buy MLG dips. If you guys can dump it to like 50 mil, it'd be nice. Asking for a friend. All right. Timothy Chalamet. Let's bring this up. By the way, Rect is number 5 now on Cookie.font.
Yeah, it's wild, right?
Yeah. Look at that. Damn, he's up to something, this guy. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I had it at 6.
Wait, is Tabs lying to us in the back end? Anyways, Timothy. There you go. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I think MLG dip's probably gonna get eaten up. I mean, the guy just got MLG tattooed on him yesterday in public. So it's like it's gonna keep on. Bullish tattoo. It's a bull market thing. There you go. Nifty Millennial. Nifty Millennial.
I think he was one of our first ever winners on the show.
What'd you say?
I think he was one of our first ever winners on the show when we first started doing this.
I think so too. That's dope. It's almost a year ago now, Sims. We started last February. Nifty Millennial, what up?
Didn't he win a panda?
Oh, what's up, guys?
Didn't you win with us like a year ago almost?
Was it a Campai?
It was like one of your first ones.
Let's go.
I'm sure it
Full
was a
circle.
Campai. Was it a Campai panda?
It was cash prize. It was fucking awesome.
Oh, because early on I was putting cash in there, and they're like,
Yeah.
no, you got to put some
Were you,
NFTs in there.
were you one of the big ones? One of the 12 granders?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're the
shit.
guy with
Yeah,
12th
that's
grade.
I knew it was in my mind for some reason.
Yes, but that was like February or March 24. I remember.
Yeah.
Fuck
Long,
yeah.
long time listener. Big fan, Farokh.
Appreciate that, man. Let me follow you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for dude. Thank you, dude. See, someone who hasn't dropped off after winning $12,000, okay, comes back, wins again a year later. It's only fair that he wins a punk today. What do you guys think?
Let's do it.
All right. Rug Radio NFTs, Rec Guys, Pudgies, Azukis, and Punks. Are you guys ready? Let's bless this spin. Come on, baby. Come on. Give a big one. Give a big one. Give a big one. And you win a Rec Guy. Congratulations, Nifty Millennial.
Hey,
There
thanks
you
so
go.
much.
You're like $15,000 deep on this show now, bro.
A great listen. Great morning listen.
I love that. Well, congratulations. Congratulations. Anyways, gents, ladies and gents, looks like the market has bottomed. I'm going to go here on the record. I'm going to call for bottom. There you go. Everyone wants to call tops. I'm going to call bottoms because worst case goes lower and I keep calling bottoms, you know? And with that, we'll see you all tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for another episode of FOMO Hour on Rug Radio. Let's go.